Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Internet. This is Brian, and I haven't spoken in a while, at least in this format. I've done a lot of my journal videos and my gratitude journal videos, which are frankly easy to do, so that's why I post them a lot instead of one of these videos a lot. A lot has happened, so I got a lot to talk about. For one thing, I want to get back into writing fantasy stories and science fiction stories. I get the urge to tell these stories because of movies and books that I've read. The big fantasy books or movies and books have been The Lord of the Rings, and the big sci-fi movies have been Star Wars. I recently subscribed to this guy named Jed Hearn on YouTube who gives a lot of very good information about writing stories, especially fantasy stories. And he even has a video where he summarizes this group of lectures by Brandon Sanderson, who is, for those who don't know, one of the most popular fantasy and science fiction writers in the world right now. And Brandon Sanderson has done a big collection of these lectures about writing fantasy and sci-fi. And Jed Hearn was able to summarize it. And I'm grateful for it because I wrote down a buttload of notes. And it made me very happy. It made me feel like I could actually do this, to take my time doing it and to enjoy doing it. I've also been working a lot on my stand up comedy and comedy in general, trying to come up with little skits that I can do on my comedy YouTube channel. And one of the ideas I want to do is a bit about the news where I do my take on the news and using a little puppet to speak and talk about the news and just do it for the sake of being silly and fun. And speaking of silly and fun, I also created a song about farting, inspired by Adam Sandler, obviously. And I enjoyed writing the song and performing the song. So far, I've gotten positive reviews about the song because I posted it on Facebook and I have posted it on YouTube as well. And it makes me happy that I've made something that people enjoy. I also wrote a song for my dad on Father's Day, and I'll share it with him on Father's Day. And I feel very good about that because I made a song for my wife about Mother's Day, which I gave to her on her birthday, which was also on Mother's Day. And I also shared that song with my mother-in-law, my mother, and my sister-in-laws, and some friends who are all mothers. And they've given me positive feedback on that song as well. So I've been very creatively active, and I enjoy it tremendously. I get a lot of joy out of creating things, and I'm looking forward to creating more. For example, with the sci fi and fantasy, I am going to not only be creating books, novels for adults, but also for children, and also children's stories. I have a son who's 2 years old right now, and he is too young to appreciate older stories, but he can appreciate a children's story. And I plan on making several for him, as well as several fairy tales based in my fantasy world. And I'm going to enjoy sharing those with him as well. So, all in all, this is just a recap of a lot of my creative ventures of what I've been doing, and I enjoy it. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.